Hey VC, this is Greg. I just wanted to take a moment to show you some of my collection of my CD box sets. I have several CD box sets and also vinyl box sets, but tonight I'd like to show you my CD box sets. I'm going to begin with something I think Rich at Tall 9496 would like. Deep Purple. It's a 4-album set, 4-disc set of a lot of Deep Purple music. Let's see. Lots of good stuff on there. Comes with a nice booklet, and it actually has 4 discs in there, and each disc kind of covers the band from beginning to so many manifestations of the different people that were in the bands. They called it Mark 1, Mark 2A is on disc 1, and then disc 2, that's Mark 2A, and then Mark 3, Mark 4. Disc 4 is Mark 2B, Mark 5, Mark 11C, Mark 7. I mean, all the different incarnations of the band and the different guitarists and everything. There's some great pictures in here of the band. Let's see. This particular one I always like to, kind of reminds me of Led Zeppelin in a way, outside of their plane. So you can see they're outside of their plane, and it's just Deep Purple all the way. Next one, a couple Pink Floyds. This is first one. I believe it's called Is There Any, or this is the one that's called The Wall Live. Is There Anybody Out There? Nice two CD set with a nice booklet inside. A lot of you have probably seen this one. So many Pink Floyd fans. It's a real nice box set. It's got a nice booklet in there about the Wall concert. Difference in the CDs are kind of slid in at the end. There's so many great pictures of the Wall. And it's just there's so many different variations of the Wall, whether it's Roger Waters or the band itself. But this one, it turned out real nice. I like it very much. Next one is Pulse. Now I do have this on vinyl too in the box set format. This is just, it's got some of the Wall on there, but it has a lot of different songs on there from different iterations of Pink Floyd. I got this at the PX over in England. It's got a little LED there. There's a little battery you can put in there, and it'll blink like a pulse. I took that battery out so it wouldn't rot. Next one. Leonard Skinner box set. 3 CDs in there. A lot of good Leonard Skinner music in there for sure. These two are Genesis Archives 1 and 2. Bill from the Vinylverse has these. Of course, he has everything Genesis, but he's showing these on his box sets, and I said, hey, I got those. Great box sets, a lot of good music on these. That's Volume 2, Archive 2, and this is Archive 1, the earlier stuff. If you love Genesis, these are two box sets to have for sure. Next one, Eric Clapton, Crossroads 2. A lot of good music on here. Spans a lot of the lifetime of Eric Clapton. I believe there's 4 discs in here. There is. Hoping they'll stay in place. And the booklet itself. A lot of good songs. A lot of good pictures of Eric Clapton. A lot of good reading material. These box sets always do have that. This one I particularly like. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Double Trouble. Basically, it covers a lot of his early stuff and his later stuff. And I believe this has 4 discs in it too. It does. Well, there's a DVD concert and 3 discs. A lot of good information in the booklet as usual. Pictures and such of Stevie Ray Vaughan. I burned this on a USB from my car, which I love to play. Next one, Janis Joplin, Box of Pearls. There's 5 of her records in here. They're actually CDs, but they look like records. They're kind of cute. A lot of the packages have those. They look like the records. Cheap Thrills. This one, Pearl. And the last one I think in there is Big Brother Messenger Service. A real nice box set. I got it for a real nice price. If you like Janis Joplin, this is a good box set to have if you can find it. Called Box of Pearls. It has a nice little booklet in it like they all do. A lot of good stuff in there with things about the band. Try to keep us moving as fast as I can, guys. I have a few of them, that's for sure. 100 Years of Jazz Guitar. This was a nice find. It was only $10 at a flea market. A lot of great old and new guitarists on here, for sure. 100 years, it's called Progressions. 100 Years of Jazz Guitar. Everybody's favorite, Jimi Hendrix, Winterland, the venue he played in. There's 4 discs on this. A lot of great music, of course. I got so much Jimi Hendrix, I'm swimming in it. CD and vinyl. This is that Purple Velvet box set. There's 3 discs in here, 4 discs in here of a lot of great Jimi Hendrix music too. Great booklet. Real nice Santana box set. This one's called The Serpent and the Rainbow, I believe. Dance of the Rainbow Serpent. Sorry there, Carlos. 3 different CDs in there. They're all themed a little differently. One's called Heart, one's called Soul, and one's called Spirit. And he kind of named them for the songs that are on there for those 3 different CDs. It's a nice Santana set for sure. I love it. Put that on and just forget about the time. Next box set, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Return of the Manicore. I found this for $15 at a flea market. I'm not sure if the guy knew what he had, but there's 4 discs in here. Lots of great music in here, a lot from different time periods for Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Great box set. Next box set, I'm not sure if I don't see this guy on the VC very much, Bruce Hornsby. Great petite piano player, great band, a lot of good songs on this. Covers a lot of Bruce Hornsby. There's 4 discs in this set, nice booklet. I got this for a song too. I'm not certain if the person didn't like it or not, but I like it. I like Bruce Hornsby. Every once in a while. You've all seen this set. Led Zeppelin. Enough said, right? All the studio recordings, neatly packaged. Chris Profi, Musically Obsessed, has it. I know that my buddy Ron down in Tennessee has a lot of the CDs out of this, but he doesn't have the box, unfortunately. But hey, he's got the music, so that's what counts. But I was fortunate to find it in the box. And this was a long time ago. I bought this when I was in the service. All the Zeppelins on there. Next one is Black Sabbath. This is actually my son's, but he gave it to me because he's not listening to CDs anymore, so lucky me. This is actually Under Wheels of Confusion, 1970 to 1987. My God, there's a lot of good music on there for sure. You can see it or not. 4-disc set, lots of good Black Sabbath on there. This is only 2 discs, like some of them. Allman Brothers live at the Fillmore East concerts. The reason I like this so much and showing it is it has the Mountain Jam on there, and it's in its entirety, 33 minutes long. So like the albums live at the Fillmore East, they're broken up into 2 albums, so you got to change it. Kind of takes the fun out of it when you listen to it like that, but on the CD you get it all at one time. Next one is the Ramones. Found this for $10 at a Goodwill. It was actually pretty good. I never really listened to the Ramones. There's a ton of songs on here because they had a lot of short songs. And just getting familiar with the Ramones. You know, kind of like a punkish type band. Billy Idol's about the closest I come to punk these days. So I got a lot to learn. Roy Buchanan. Again, Rod the Happy Hippie loves Roy Buchanan. This particular box set is called Sweet Dreams, the anthology. A lot of good old and new Roy Buchanan tunes on here. Next one is a favorite of mine, Frank Zappa, Shut Up and Play Your Guitar. There's 3 discs in here. First one's called Shut Up and Play Your Guitar. The second one's called Shut Up and Play Your Guitar Some More. And the third one is Return of the Son of Shut Up and Play Your Guitar. A lot of every song on here, every breakdown is a guitar solo from songs. I actually have it on vinyl too, but it's not a box set. Humble Pie, official bootleg volume 1. I've been looking for the other volumes. I got this $10 at a exchange, like a little exchange store where people bring in their old stuff. That was a nice find. I love Humble Pie. This was actually the first concert I've seen when I was 14 years old. Saw them down in the Civic Arena. First stab at Metallica. It was a CD. I bought this for $2 at a flea market out there. It actually has a lot of good music on it and a DVD concert. Mexico City, Seattle, San Diego. A lot of swearing on this one for sure, because it gets a crowd into it. But great songs, the way they're played, just love it. What do they call it? Live Shot, Binge and Purge. So, probably some of you are familiar with, I'm sure. Last but not least, I believe, and this is, I think Rod the Happy Hippie will like this a lot. This is a Grateful Dead set that I got when I was in the hospital for my kids. And it's so many out of 15,000, so that's a lot, I know. But there's what's cool about this is a nice little booklet of all the shows. And all these shows that they did were in May of 1977, and they're kind of chronologically in order. 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, and 17th. I always thought that was the number that I was missing something, but those are the days of the month. And what they did was they recorded a concert in the first one on the 11th was St. Paul Civic Center in St. Paul, Minnesota, and then 2 in Chicago, Illinois on the 12th and 13th. And then on the 15th it was St. Louis Arena in St. Louis, Missouri. 17th was Memorial Coliseum, University of Alabama. That must have been real good. But what's neat about these is they have it laid out real nice. There's 3 discs in this one. Some of them had just 2. But there's so many songs on each disc, and they're all live. And every one of them, even if there's the same song on certain nights, or I'm sure Rod knows they never play the same song twice, the same way. It's just different every time they do it. And that's what's the great about the Grateful Dead. And there's, I think there's 15 discs in this. So as if I didn't have enough Grateful Dead, this definitely covers it, as far as a lot of their songs and the way they played. But of course, you can never have enough Grateful Dead. I have a lot of vinyl too on Grateful Dead. Hey, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. That kind of covers my CDs. I'll try to do my vinyl box sets in the near future. God bless everybody, and I hope everybody stays safe, and we get over this COVID-19 as quick as we can so we can get back to work and start making money again. Although I'm retired, I'm done making money. I'm enjoying life. Thanks a lot.